Hello, and welcome to a grab and go put on by me, Christine, the teen librarian at the Jones Creek branch of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Today, we will be making boondoggles. These are made out of plastic lace and have many different fun weaving patterns you can do. Today, you will need plastic lanyard clips or key rings and scissors. The first piece we'll make today will be a square braided boondoggle. That will look like this. The most challenging part of a square braided boondoggle is starting it. Take a piece of plastic lace. Fold it in half. It's smart if you can mark the exact halfway point with a pen or marker. Grab one of your pieces of lace. Find the center point. Wrap it around your finger twice. But this is wrong. You want the lace to come around your finger on the front, on the back. So let me take this and wrap it again. There, towards the front, towards the back. I'm going to grab my other piece of lace. Find the center point. There it is. And I'm going to work this underneath the pieces already on my finger until the center point are both here. I'm going to take this piece of lace on the left hand side and I'm going to go over my first mark and under my second. There. Now I'm going to take my top piece that I haven't worked with yet and go over my second mark and under my first. This makes a sort of Z pattern. If you tighten it up a little bit, you'll be able to see the beginning of the pattern. We're going to slide this off our finger like a ring, but gently. Keeping that intact, we're going to tug our top and bottom strings, tug our side strings, and work until we have this lovely little cross in the middle. We have successfully started a square box boondoggle. Now, if you don't have a Z twist and you haven't wrapped the yarn around your finger the right way around, it'll just sort of make a little knot. Go back, watch again, and match my steps. Once we've got this established, it's practically easy sailing from here on out. You can either attach your clip now or at the end. I'm going to attach one now. This is the front, and this is the back. I've got this crossways strip that I can put my lanyard clip into. Now I can hold that as I do my work. It gives me a sort of handle. Once you've got this cross shape, you are ready to start doing your weaving, or lacing, or boondoggling, whatever you want to call it. Many people have called it many things. You want to cross your top down and your bottom one up. You want to weave your left one across, over the first, under the second, you want to weave your right one across over the second one under the first, and then pull everything tight. There, we've done one boondoggle stitch. Don't worry, I'll keep repeating. Now our pinks are up and down and our blues are across. Cross these vertically and then weave in the horizontal ones. Over this one, under that one. And then we tighten by pulling on all of the strands. Here's how it's looking from the side. You can see the stitches taking place. Do this until you've reached the end of your cords or your desired length. Now, what if instead of wanting your cord to be 2 colors on each side, you wanted it to spiral? That's a related stitch that we can do in combination with the first one or as its entire own band. Start the same way you would start a square one. Let's pretend this is the beginning of a square one that you've just done your first stitch around your finger on. Or we can accept reality and say, we've done a couple stitches of square and now we want to do spiral. Here's what you do. Instead of going across, straight across like this, one up and one down, take your top strand. Instead of going straight across, go over one more. Catty corner. Mirror that with your bottom strand. Take your right hand strand. Go over and under and come out catty corner above your left hand strand. Take your left hand strand and fill in the last thing, over and under. Tighten and you have one stitch. We'll do it again. Instead of going straight across, go catty corner. Mirror that with your other strand. Take your lengthwise strands and go over, under, over, under. Tighten. Catty corner, over, under, over, under. Tighten. Here's our spiral as it's going. I'll continue doing spiral. When you are done, mentally or you're at the end of your lacing, there are a couple ways you can finish off. The first way is to tie some kind of knot in your ends. You could take two and tie them together again and again until it's a nice tight little knot. You could take all four and do what's called an overhand knot. That's where you take all the strands, wrap them around something round, like your finger, and then poke all the strands through that round hole you left. Slide that down with your hands until it meets at the end of your boondoggle. You could then trim the edges off. Or this is a beautiful way for our second or third way of sealing this off, which is with supervised application of fire. You can use a lighter to melt the ends of the plastic when they're short, and when they all fuse together, they're fused. They won't come undone. There is a third/fourth final way, though, to do a sort of wraparound knot. I'll undo this and show you how. With your last stitch left loose, take your first strand and go counterclockwise and under the strand of the same color through to the center of the braid. Rotate. Under the strand of the same color and up through the center of the braid. Under the strand of the same color. Oh, come on. And up to the center. Last one. Pink under pink, up to the center. And now we tug on them one by one to tighten our knot. And this is an amazingly secure way to end one of your boondoggles. I'm going to trim my ends down so they're a nice, neat little tassel. I like trimming them at a little angle. And there is my boondoggle. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this experience. If you have, please respond positively on social media and return to the library for more grab and go activities.